Based on the life of Christian singer Jeremy Camp, I Still Believe tells the story of how Jeremy met his future wife Melissa. As the relationship progresses and Jeremy's music career furthers, the two of them learn that Melissa has ovarian cancer. Jeremy decides to marry Melissa, hoping to spend as much time with her as possible and having faith that God will help them through this terrible time. Watching religious films such as these always has its difficulties. See, these types of movies often try to showcase the power of faith and the importance of religion. That's neither a good thing nor a bad thing. In fact, religious films tend to have positive messages and morals. The problem here is that pictures of this breed aren't frequently made, so there really is no cinematic language for this genre. As such, the dialogue is very direct and blunt regarding the subject of faith. And because they're essentially propaganda for the respective belief system to a certain extent, these moments come across cheesy and forced, and I Still Believe is no exception. To its credit, the feature does downplay this aspect when compared to other religious fare I've had to sit through. Again, there's nothing wrong with incorporating religion in a story. I just haven't seen a contemporary film that found a way to implement it without obvious, straining effort. Having said that, does it have a place in this movie? Yes, actually, because the entire story hinges on a miraculous occurrence. Shortly after Jeremy and Melissa become engaged, Melissa's cancer spikes and a hysterectomy becomes necessary to save her life. However, when it comes time for the surgery, her cancer mysteriously disappears without a trace, as if some divine power were involved. It's unbelievable that this happened, and sure, a story worth telling, but I don't think it needed nearly 2 hours to tell. The pace is awfully slow, and just when I thought the movie might be wrapping up, I was shocked to discover that there were still 35 minutes left to get through. What doesn't help is the fact that I Still Believe is handled in a terribly generic manner. You can sense the emotional beats coming from a mile away, and the script feels like a romance movie's version of Mad Libs. And don't expect anything from the cinematography either, because besides one slightly interesting moment involving camera tilts in a planetarium, it's pretty standard and dull. It's not incompetently made or anything, but this film follows a formula and adds almost nothing to it. The picture struggles a lot whenever it focuses on something that isn't the core relationship between Jeremy and Melissa. Jeremy's singing career is quite important at the beginning, for instance, but during the entire middle portion, it's nearly forgotten about. We're given snippets and updates every once in a while, but they feel very tacked on, as if his career were being detailed through a Twitter thread. And by the end, the movie treats his profession with such gravity that it contrasts how it was conveyed earlier. It's sloppy. Oh, can we get someone to check and see if KJ Appa's alright? Is his back okay? Because he freaking carries the entire picture. Appa plays Jeremy, and he's working perfectly within his wheelhouse. The majority of the film's essence emanates from the young actor, who excels at playing the charming boy-next-door type. Additionally, he has great chemistry with Britt Robertson, who's also rather good here as Melissa. The two stars permit the film to work as well as it does, to the point where it's almost worth watching. Almost. I Still Believe is no disaster. You could do worse. But it is lackluster. This is a unique story, really it is. But I feel like simply telling you what happened would have the same effect as watching it unfold in this film, which is a clear sign that it could have been done better. You won't find anything offensive or harmful in the picture, but it never seems interested in deviating from genre tropes or establishing its own identity. Vanilla through and through. I give I Still Believe a C. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you liked the video, then please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for similar content, because that would really help me out. You can also follow me on Twitter at MiamiMovieMan, and if you want to keep up with what I'm watching, then go ahead and look me up on Letterboxd as well. I'm the Miami Movie Man, and I'll see you in the next video.